Welcome to The Big Idea. I'm your host, Faith Lark. Today, on The Big Idea, imagine a man executed as a criminal whispering forgiveness from the cross. Today, discover how his radical message of love challenged the world, and how his story can challenge you to transform your own life. They nailed him to a tree, but they couldn't bury his words. The merciless sun beats down on a landscape painted in shades of despair. A man hangs suspended between heaven and earth, blood trickling down splintered wood. In this moment of apparent defeat, he demonstrates the most powerful force in human history: unconditional love. How does a man executed as a common criminal become history's most influential figure? The answer lies not in the power he wielded, but in the radical nature of his message. This isn't merely a religious tale. It's the story of how love, when fully embraced, becomes revolutionary. In a world built on power, revenge, and rigid hierarchies, Jesus of Nazareth dared to preach something dangerous: love your enemies, forgive without limit, serve the lowest among you. These weren't gentle suggestions, they were direct challenges to every power structure of his day. Rewind to Nazareth, early 1st century. A young boy stands in the bustling marketplace watching. While others hurry past the lepers and beggars, he stops, touches them, speaks to them as equals. The local children find him odd. The adults whisper about his strange questions about justice and mercy. Even then, he sees what others choose to ignore: the gap between religious laws and human compassion. By 30, Jesus has become impossible to ignore. He gathers followers from society's margins: fishermen, tax collectors, prostitutes. His message spreads like wildfire across Galilee. The crowds grow, so does the tension. The religious authorities watch with mounting alarm. This carpenter's son heals on the Sabbath, eats with sinners, claims authority to forgive sins. Each miracle draws more followers, each teaching challenges their control. But Jesus knows the cost of his revolution. He sees the storm gathering. Then comes the moment that will echo through history: the Sermon on the Mount. Standing above the crowd, Jesus lays out his manifesto of radical love. The people listen, spellbound. This isn't the language of power they know. It's the blueprint for a different kind of kingdom. But truth comes with a cost. As Jesus' influence grows, so does the resistance. The religious leaders see their authority crumbling. The political powers fear unrest. Even his closest followers struggle to grasp the full implications of his message. They want a warrior king who will overthrow Rome. Instead, they get a teacher who washes their feet. In the quiet moments between miracles and teachings, Jesus knows where this path leads. Every healing draws both amazement and anger. Every parable about God's love for outcasts earns both devotion and hatred. The tension builds like a gathering storm. If you're enjoying The Big Idea, please like, subscribe, and scan the QR code for our free 7-day email course, Mental Models Mastery. Learn to make better decisions and think like Einstein, Da Vinci, and Socrates. Now back to the episode. The Last Supper unfolds in a borrowed upper room. The air hangs heavy with unspoken words. Jesus breaks bread with his followers, including the one who will betray him. Even here, knowing what's coming, he teaches love, serves them, washes their feet. Hours later, in Gethsemane's garden, torches pierce the darkness. A kiss of betrayal, 30 pieces of silver. The revolutionary of love is arrested, not for crimes of violence, but for threatening the established order with forgiveness and grace. 6 illegal trials in one night. The authorities break their own laws in their rush to silence him. When asked if he is the Son of God, Jesus doesn't defend himself. His silence speaks volumes. His presence alone threatens their carefully constructed world of power and control. Return now to Golgotha, the nails, the crown of thorns, the mockery. Yet even here, in excruciating pain, Jesus demonstrates the revolution he preached. No revenge, no cursing, just love extended even to his executioners. The story doesn't end at the cross. His resurrection launches a movement that transforms the world. But the true miracle isn't in the supernatural events. It's in how his message of radical love continues to challenge, and change lives 2,000 years later. This brings us to you. You live in a world still dominated by power, revenge, and rigid hierarchies. Jesus' revolution of love remains as radical today as it was then. The question isn't whether you believe the story. The question is whether you dare to live it. When someone hurts you, will you choose revenge or forgiveness? When faced with an enemy, will you respond with hate or love? When given power, will you use it to dominate or serve? The cross stands as both challenge and invitation. Jesus didn't just teach about love, he demonstrated its cost and its power. Now it's your turn. In your daily choices, in your responses to injury and insult, in your treatment of those who oppose you, you face the same revolutionary choice. The world doesn't need more power struggles. It needs people brave enough to love radically, forgive completely, and serve selflessly. That's the revolution that changed the world, and it starts with your next choice. They nailed him to a tree, but they couldn't bury his words. The question now is, what will you do with them? On the next episode of The Big Idea, Jesus' message of love and challenging established norms transformed the world. But what happens when a new voice rises in a land steeped in ancient traditions? Imagine a world where monotheism clashes with idol worship, and a single man's conviction ignites a revolution. This week, we're exploring the origins of belief systems, and our next journey takes us to the Arabian Peninsula. Prepare to witness the dawn of a new faith, the struggle for social justice, and the unwavering determination of a prophet. How will his message echo across the ages? What challenges will he face to unite a divided people? And what can we learn from his unwavering resilience? You won't want to miss this incredible story. Please like, subscribe, and scan the QR code, or follow the pinned link to get our free 7-day email course, Mental Models Mastery. 7 mental models used by humanity's greatest minds. Think clearer, decide faster, and spot opportunities everyone misses. Click the video that just popped up to watch the next one in this series. Or for episode summaries, behind-the-scenes info, and more, go to daily8.com/bi. Thanks for watching.